And we get Team Bird by Sleep for this immediately afterwards. So, yeah, this is literally all there is to recode it, eh? That's real sad. Yeah, if it was the dinosaurs, that would be fine. The dinosaurs are really good. That's where you get EXP Walker. So, those are the best ones. And I think they also give you, like, Leaf Bracer or something, right? They give you one other useful ability, but mostly they give you EXP Walker, which, for New Game Plus purposes, is really nice. Because you can get it, like, about halfway through the game. Okay, I'll give you that. Riku actually has a somewhat decent looking attack there. His animations are actually looking nice, but still, no. Can we appreciate the fact, by the way, that 358 was only like 4 levels? And Recoda is just 2 songs thrown in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep, and then they're like, yeah, let's forget that this happened. But wait a second, that does mean that they had to... Is this the first time we're hearing a recomposed, like, non-meaty BitCrunch version of the Recoded songs? Because I don't think they were in the HD movie, right? Were they? They might have been. I don't think they were. This might be the first time we're hearing HD versions of this song. In which case, this suddenly becomes at least somewhat relevant. Not very, but it has a purpose, which is more than I could say for actual Recoder. Which is kind of sad, that a rethread has more purpose than the original. Certainly they must have been in the HD movie. Right? They wouldn't debut something like that in this game. Like, that would be very random and weird. Be kind of cool. Now I'm very curious if that's actually the case, because if this is actually the first time we're hearing HD versions of these 2 songs, that at least, like... Okay, we're leveling up quickly. That at least gives us somewhat of a reason to exist, right? It's not a good reason, but it's a reason. Think so, yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm right about that. And now we get an actual, like, song that's popping a bit. It's not good music, don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, I've been waiting for an HD version of this song forever. No. I don't care. But it's an interesting little, like, factoid, if that's actually the case. I also think that you should be getting more points if you stay on the glide line, rather than only for picking up the notes. Because there is a line there. And that line doesn't seem to do anything other than just be a general suggestion of where you should be to make it. But you can move so much quicker than that line, like, has angled, oftentimes. That line is kind of unnecessary. So just, like, give me incremental, like, tiny bits of score at least for it. Or maybe, like, a score multiplier for anything that I collect while on the line. See here? I'm not staying on the line. I'm doing all of these things very last minute, and it's not really changing my score at all. Yeah, it's new for this game. Okay, interesting. There's the first official HD version of this this song. To be fair, these songs might actually, like, they were made and, like, from a thematic standpoint even as well. They fit the, like, the DS, like, almost 8-bit or 16-bit sounding, really bad quality bit crunched music. And you can still hear that through. Like, the synthesizer sounds and all that kind of stuff, it's supposed to sound digital. So it's not that big of a deal that we don't have a that we didn't have an HD version of these songs before, but it's kind of neat that we have them now. If you listen to the recoded OST, it sounds very similar to that. Fair enough, they might have released like a high quality version, like just on CD. That actually seems kind of reasonable. Definitely the DS could not play this quality music, but they also released albums of all the Kingdom Hearts music, so that's probably the first actual HD release. But that's the first time we're hearing it in a game, if that counts.
A strange entry was found in the journal that chronicled Sora's adventures. To investigate, the journal was converted to data, but it was full of bugs.
I can't wait until I try to explain data.
Mickey called on Data Sora to help them restore the world inside the journal.
Wait, he didn't call on Data Sora, he created Data Sora.
As he restored the datascape, more and more strange messages kept appearing.
Actually, it's kind of like crossover.
Mickey and the others should have been watching from the other side of the screen. But somewhere along the way, Data Riku, the embodiment of the journal, had imported them into the datascape to help solve the mystery of the message.
Okay, so they just kind of gloss over it.
Maleficent and Pete were causing all sorts of trouble with their plan to take over the real world through the datascape. Data Sora drew power from the connections with his friends in his heart and used it to fight and forge a path forward. He defeated Sora's Heartless, the bug in the data that had corrupted the journal. That should have been the end of this journey. But Mickey received word that a door to a new world had appeared. And he once again entered the datascape.
Recoded isn't just a rethread of a rethread.
On the other side of the door was Castle Oblivion.
Oh, we'll get to that in a moment.
Led by a figure in black, Data Sora repeatedly relived the pain residing in his heart. If he kept holding on to that hurt, he would be dragged down into the darkness. But Data Sora realized that his pain was what tied his memories together. He swore to the cloaked figure, Roxas, that he accepted the pain.
Data Roxas.
The hurt of those connected to Sora remained dormant in his heart. And to help find a way to face and heal that pain, Naminé had left the mysterious journal entry. Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Mickey and Data Sora now knew the true meaning of those words. Data Sora thanked Naminé, and they said their goodbyes. Mickey wrote Sora a letter detailing the events that took place in the datascape.
Hey Sora, I knew about this girl in the Realm of Darkness for the past 10 years, but I figured now is a good time to take action.
And now the door to your next journey is ready to be opened.
Mickey is a dick. Okay, so Recoder, you go through all the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds, and then in Hollow Bastion, you go through all of the worlds again, and then in Castle Oblivion, you go through all those worlds again. I didn't realize, I forgot about the whole, Castle Oblivion, not Castle Oblivion, that I remember. I forgot about the fact that you went through all of them again within Data Riku in Hollow Bastion. I forgot about that. That is entirely correct. Oh my god.